Hey, what's up? What's going on? Welcome back to Dapper Dividends. I'm Russ, and I want to let you know about something that I found really interesting with Altria, however you want to say it. I have a Chicago accent, so deal with it. We're talking about Altria and their Moving Beyond Smoking initiative. Now, a lot of people don't want to invest in companies like Altria, the sin stocks, because of their nature of the production, distribution, sales, and marketing of alcohol, tobacco, and marijuana. I personally don't have a problem with it because if an adult wants to use a product to put inside of their body, then I would prefer that they do it in the most safe way possible. And the fact of the matter is that you can't stop people doing what they want to do to their bodies. We can try to dissuade them, but at the end of the day, it is their body. And I have a personal anecdote. I have a coworker that within the last 6 months, he's actually no longer with the company, unintentionally overdosed on some fentanyl-laced marijuana. And this just proves my point that if that came from a quality controlled and tested factory, laboratory, a company that is putting their name on it, it is quality controlled for purity and ingredients. There's ingredients on the label which is missing from where he got it from. And it was completely unintentional. Thank God he's okay. But this just proves my point that I think we need companies ensuring that adults can enjoy themselves and they can enjoy these substances responsibly and know exactly what they're putting in their body. And I don't want to get on a high horse here, but I will for a second, that I am very passionate about the war on drugs being a failure. I look at it as a war on consciousness, that the government is telling people that you cannot alter your state of consciousness, which is normal and natural because animals in the wild will get a hold of rotten fruit, fermenting fruit, and intentionally eat it to alter their consciousness and their state of mind for a short little while. So whether that's ingrained in our DNA or not is another story. We won't get into that, but what we will get into is Altria and they're moving beyond smoking. I'm going to show you a quick video that I saw on their website, and then we'll wrap it up with my thoughts on it.
Altria is moving in a new direction. From our legacy to leading the way forward. Moving from smoking to potentially less harmful choices. And from being known as a tobacco company to being recognized as a tobacco harm reduction company. Moving beyond smoking. Altria.
So they do plan to move beyond smoking, as Billy Gifford said that over the next 10 years, they plan to reduce the harm caused by cigarettes more than the past 50 years. This is really interesting, really cool. And one thing to point out here is that companies are indeed living and breathing entities. Lest they be suicidal, any entity's first order of business is ensuring its own survival and continuation. And what we see here is Altria looking into the future and seeing that combustibles are probably going to start tapering off and going away. So they're trying to get ahead of it and just bring that change and that adaptation along even quicker. So corporations and companies are a little bit different because yes, taxes do apply to them, but actually taxes may not apply to them because oftentimes the end user of a product or service is the one that is paying the taxes. So when you raise taxes on Walmart or Altria, then they just roll that into the final cost of the good or service. So the taxes are really passed through to the end consumer. So it's raising the taxes on the people using the product or service. But they do pay taxes, but they may not die because there are companies like Procter & Gamble that have been around since the 1800s. And as an entity, a living and breathing entity that has far outpaced the lifespan of any human being right now. And this is an evolving industry, and they feel they have the duty and the opportunity to shape a better future for the adult tobacco consumers, the employees, and of course, people like me, the shareholders. So this is their vision over the next 10 years to invest in the business and the people to transform Altria and the industry, which they do want to do by responsibly leading the transition of adult smokers to a non-combustible future. They have a product that is coming, IQOS, that they want to do this with. So we see they want to prevent underage products, develop the portfolio of FDA-authorized non-combustible products like IQOS, maximize profitability, which is what they have to do to stay in business. And then right here, help position Cronos as a leader in the highly responsible, regulated, and legalized U.S. cannabis market. It's legal, and I am all for it. I am for the safe and known use of these substances. I don't agree with making something illegal, because when it's illegal, it's pushed onto the black market. Bring it into the open, bring it into the light of regulation and laboratory tested scrutiny and quality assurance. And let's stop having people put things into their bodies that they don't know what it is. This is something I think is very interesting that Altria is doing, and I am proud to be a shareholder of Altria, and I will continue to buy and add. If this video helped you out in any way, shape, or form, please help me out with a like and a subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at RustyRam78. I will talk to you in the next video.